The Dales Countryside Museum is situated in Hawes in Upper Wensleydale. The museum occupies what was the old railway station buildings and comprises of a collection made by Joan Ingleby and Mary Hartley of everyday objects that were used in the Dales and everyday farming objects. Part of the museum is in what was the goods warehouse when Hawes had a rail station, and in the warehouse we have the section for farming, lead mining, menders and makers, which are people such as cobblers, tinsmiths, blacksmiths. Also in the goods warehouse we have audio accounts from people who have lived and worked in the Dales to do with farming, and from somebody who worked on the railway. As part of the museum we have the dispensary and waiting room, which was taken from Brough and replaced here, actually in the museum. And it was the dispensary and waiting room of Dr. Bainbridge. And we also have some information that tells you how medicine was in Dr. Bainbridge's time and how it is now. The Danes, the Vikings, occupied this country many, many years ago in the Dales, and what the museum has acquired is a Viking ring, which was found by a farmer when he was doing a bit of draining. The museum has a typical Dales Victorian kitchen, and during the summer months we often have the Dales Museum volunteers in here, dressed in Victorian gear and explaining to the visitors basically how they cooked and cleaned and washed and how the Victorian kitchen worked at that time. The train is part of the Dales Countryside Museum, and it consists of 3 carriages which contain an area called the Creation Station for children to play. It then moves on to look at transport in the Dales, to religion, and then the post office. In addition to the museum, outside we have a sculpture trail which showcases sculptures by local artists who live and work within the Yorkshire Dales. We do have dry stone walling demonstrations in the outdoor demonstration area throughout the summer months, and we also do stone work workshops, which are family workshops where people are able to have a piece of stone and carve something out of it so that they can take it home with them.